What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. This is a little get to know me video. Now I'm just playing. Let me change. So what's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. I just wanted to make a little video, like telling you guys about myself. Although I'm not like, I don't know, it's weird, like, right? Like, how do I structure this? Cause just tell you a whole bunch of like things I identify with. No, really. It's weird, right? But I'll just tell you guys like kind of like a story of my life in a way. Let's get into it. All right, where do we start off? So, boom. I guess we'll start off with like my parents, right? So my family is my mom is from Mexico and my dad is from Honduras. Shout out to any Hispanics out there. Shout out to any Mexicans, any Hondurans. Y'all lit, we lit, everybody lit, right? No. Yeah, my parents they immigrated here separately, not together. My mom came when she was younger. My dad was already older. They came to the U.S. Oh, one thing. Shout out to all the children of immigrants. Y'all lit, we lit. Our people were crazy for trying to come here and do whatever they wanted to do, right? But we here and we made it, or they made it, and so we're here. And now we gotta figure out what we want to do. No, I'm playing. Somehow they met, and then they moved to Miami, and then boom, out comes Jason. Weird to refer yourself in third person, right? Out comes me. So yeah, I was born in Miami. Spent there about like 8 years, and then my family decided to move to Cali, to like Fresno area, if you guys are familiar with California. And that was an interesting move. It was cool to like, I mean, I was young, so I didn't even know, but it was, thinking back on it, like it was cool to go from like one coast to the other. But low key, we lived like in the middle of nowhere. Like, yeah, we lived in the middle of nowhere. California was cool. I played basketball. I was on the basketball team. I was pretty good, but I was like chubby. I was chubby. No one really. Well, not that no one, but like, I ain't had nobody. That's weird to say, but like, no one was pushing me to like get fit and like work out, right? Like, it was just me playing basketball for fun, right? If anything, it was the opposite. Where like, cause my grandma, she's shout out to my grandma. That lady was like, she wanted you to eat, like, and eat and just keep eating. She wanted to make sure we were well fed. If she saw me now, she'd probably think I'm dying. I got some, I guess I'm so thin. I'm joking. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I was played some basketball out there. Oh, I actually played baseball too. Middle school, played a little bit of baseball. That was fun. Baseball, basketball, and then boom, out of nowhere, I found out, oh, we're moving back to California. I mean, you as a child, right? You just go with the flow. It's not like I had a choice, right? I got informed by the coach, aka my parents. Shout out to y'all. We are moving to Miami, so we did that, and that was an interesting drive because we actually drove there, and we kind of saw the U.S., but not really. But that move was actually really interesting. You know what? Because like the first day of the trip, we like spun out on the highway. One of the tires popped and we spun out. And I guess it's because the car was overloaded because we had like all our belongings there. But we kept on chugging, despite like 4 hours in spinning out on the highway. And what else did we do? And yeah, that one thing about that drive I remember vividly. Well, I remember like when we spun out, I was in the back seat with my little brother, and it was like a slow motion. It's crazy. Like the car starts spinning. My little brother was like young at the time. He has a car seat, so I just put my hand right there and like I grab on it and we're just spinning. And the car was dead silent, and we was spinning, but it wasn't that bad. We didn't get hit, so all went well and we kept going. And one thing about that trip too, we had no AC in the vehicle, and it was the middle of summer, so god damn, it was hot as hell. I remember that. It was hot as hell. Going through like Phoenix, Texas. Basically desert. Going through all that desert. Shout out to my mom. She was driving. cause that was a trip. And by the time we were like, it took us like I think 3 4 days, and towards the end we had to like we couldn't stay. We were rushing to get home basically because us spinning out led us to have to buy like some tires and add extra expense. So we was low on funds. So we were just trying to not spend money at hotels and stuff. And yeah, but we made it to Miami, and that was a interesting move. You know, right before high school, you like, you know how, going into high school, you kind of like, oh my God, what is it? And then I was like moving from another state. I didn't know anybody. It was crazy. But yeah, I ended up at in Miami. We lived like it was 5 of us in like a little room. We moved back to Miami, and even throughout this time, actually, let me say, we weren't that well off in a way. I mean, we weren't starving, right? But I mean, we got by. We were fairly well. But when we got to Miami, that's when we were kind of struggling because it was like 5 of us in like one room. So it was a lot of family bonding, I guess. 5 of us in one bedroom. Which is me, my mom, and my 2 other siblings, basically. All right. So what else? So yeah, shout out to Miami. We were they're from Liberty City. Shout out to y'all, Liberty City, Opelika. Shout out to Inner City, Miami. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Miami Central. That's where I went to high school. Ooh, good old Central. That taught me a lot. Miami Central. It taught me a lot. It was cool. Met my friends here. Actually, shout out to Nonstop. All the people from Nonstop. We all went to school together. So it was cool, right? Not at the time. I was like, I was going through it, right? But like looking back, it was cool. Miami Central. Graduated from there. Ended up getting into the University of Florida. Shout out to the Gators. What do we? We chomp. I started doing some Seminole stuff. Actually, I'm wearing Seminole colors, so don't be upset, people. So yeah, I ended up at the University of Florida. Shout out to Miss Fashback. She really helped me actually get in. She really helped me get in. And yeah, ended up at the University of Florida with 4 of our classmates. Or 3 other of us. Shout out Ernesto, Freddie, and Christian. We all were out there. It was crazy to like. I didn't even think I was gonna get in, to be honest, but I did, and I ended up being like the first one in my family to end up like at a 4-year college or university, and so I was like a first generation or whatever, first generation college student. So that was so I ended up at the University of Florida studying computer science and math. And if you guys watch my journey as to become an iOS developer, you actually know that I left when I dropped like the computer science track through college because I went through some stuff, and I was like, I just stick with math because math is really fun. Shout out to any math people out there. It's fun. It's cool. So yeah, I was at the University of Florida. Put my 4 years in, and then got out. Ended up moved back home. Got me a little job, and then that was gonna be the rest of my life, right? But then I decided nah. Flipped my whole life upside down and ended up here in Atlanta. One thing I'd like to add about college is and I feel like the thing I like most proud of or like really enjoyed that I did at college was study abroad. I studied in France. Oui. Je parle un petit peu. But don't ask me to say a lot because I don't. It's been a while since I studied French. I actually stayed in Cannes, the southeast of France, the Côte d'Azur, right? And I stayed at a cool college. I'm not gonna say the name because I'll butcher it. But it was a super cool college. Shout out to any people from there if you're watching, man. Like that was an amazing time. Great people. It was a bunch of young people like from all over the world learning French and just, so much culture. It was a beautiful time. And then we had some like karaoke and parties, and it was cool. Good times. And Oh, one thing I wanted to add. So the craziest thing I ever done in my life, I guess I will add this in this video, is when I was studying abroad. Before the program started, I went like backpacking. I guess I went to what I hit. I hit Paris. I had London, Paris, and Barcelona. Craziest thing I ever done in my life. Don't recommend. Don't do this. In Barcelona, I was staying at a hostel. I stayed in all of them. I was in hostels, right? Just meeting random people, checking out the cities. And in Barcelona, I stayed at a party hostel. And my behind decided to like, well, it's a party house, right? So I actually ended up blacking out, and I don't know how. Cause well, then not that I don't know how. I drink a lot, right? But I had never blacked out before in my life, and goddamn, it happened there. I thought I couldn't black out, right? But that that what's it called? That waking up like in the bed. I'm luckily nothing happened, right? Nothing bad happened. Shout out to Natasha from Canada, Canadian people. You guys are amazing. She saw me like throwing up outside the club or something and took me home with somebody else, or not home but like to the hostel, and I ended up being safe. Thank God, cause I could have ended up like in a sex trade or something, or I didn't even get robbed. What the hell? Like nobody took anything, cause I do not remember anything. I remember last thing I remember we left the bar to go to the club, and that was it for my memory. And yeah, that's the stupidest thing I ever done. Please don't do that. Don't do that because I didn't know anybody. But it's a good story, right? Like, I looking back, it's fun, but not really because it was very dangerous. But that's life, right? You gotta enjoy it. I don't know. Everything worked out, so just don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes. Moderation is key. And yeah, that's about me. It's my hobbies. So what I do in my free time? Code. No. Well, now to be honest, it's code. But I really enjoy like like playing sports and stuff. That's really fun. Like recently, I started playing soccer again, and that's been super fun. And I play playing basketball is fun. If you're in Atlanta, you want to hoop or play ball, soccer, let me know. I'm always down to. Or even I want to try cricket. So let me know. I like. I don't know. I like doing like sports. I guess you call it physical activity. Stuff like that's fun. But also reading. Reading. I enjoy reading. Long walks on the beach. Well, nature is cool though. Shout out to nature. What else do I enjoy? Anime. Anime is really fun. Haven't watched any in a while. Been trying to stay focused. But anime is still lit. And also Marvel. Though I haven't watched any of those recently, but those are things that I enjoy. And I used to be a heavy gamer. That's something I didn't mention. So shout out to all my gamers out there. I used to game a lot. Um, my most played games: Apex, Black Ops 3, probably 2K. Apex Legend. I was a Predator. I think like season 5 to 7 or 8. I was Apex Predator, man. I was going hard, but now I go hard on code, and now I'm a iOS developer, Apex Predator, I guess. um, but yeah, I was going hard in Apex. I was a Pathfinder main. If you guys any Apex players, I don't know. Oh, I'm a human being, so shout out to all my humans out there. I'm a human being, so shout out to all my humans out there. We in this together. We gonna make it. We gonna survive, despite what the other people say. I don't know. I don't know who the other people are. I really enjoy traveling and like, but everyone enjoys traveling, right? Like, who doesn't want to go on a vacation? But I like the. What I really enjoy is like cultural exchange in a way, like just seeing other people's culture. Cause we're all human, right? We all like the same. We all bleed the same, right? But it's beautiful to see somebody else's culture and kind of like what it's evolved into in a way. And yeah, and that's Jason in a way. Don't try to label me or put me in a box, but but yeah, that's a little bit about myself. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know about you guys actually. All right, y'all have a good day, man. Keep coding if you're coding out there, or keep I don't know, keep working, keep doing what you want to do, whatever that is, right? Try to be good, try to help somebody, tell somebody you care for them, and yeah, just try to do more good than bad, people. Peace. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Rocky. Right here. So I was done filming, y'all. You know what happened? I forgot to mention my man. I was actually editing the video. I was editing this video. This man is licking it. And I forgot to mention this man right here. This is my child. I'm a father of this crazy man right here. Rocket, say what's up. Oh, he is licking himself. I'm sorry. Don't try to come close. But yeah, so yeah, I got a dog. He's like a terrier mix. He's a mix. He's actually from St. Thomas, so that man is international. I got him when I was in Miami. They brought him over because there was like a hurricane or something, and it's almost been a year actually. And shout out to Rocky, man. He's been a little blessing, you know. He's been a good he's been man's best friend, especially throughout this like iOS journey. Like he helped like going on walks and stuff. He helped me like not go crazy, right? Cause I spend the whole day in front of the computer. So Rocky, come here, Rocky. Oh, here he come, here he come. He running. And yeah, he's a handful at times, and he sheds a lot. So shout out to hair everywhere. Apologies to my roommates. There's hair everywhere, but it's alright. He doesn't mean it. He just shed. Rocky, come here, Rocky, Rocky, come on, hey, good boy. This man like ate the mind. He's a good time. If y'all have a dog, he'll probably try to wrestle. Oh, I can't hear myself now, but it's still recording, so that's good. But yeah, man, he's about a year and 3 months. A year and 3 months, and it's almost been a year since I had him, so we'll see how much longer he goes. Nah, I'm flying. I love him, man. He's a good dog, man. That's my baby. That's my child. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out to Rocky, man. He's been a blessing. He's helped me throughout my journey. So